In this video guide, we're going to create a heart shape in Blender with few steps and using polygonal modeling. So I'm going to use the basic cube right here. So the first thing I'm going to do is create a cut so that I can use this only and a half and I can do a symmetrical heart shape. So this is not going to be like a realistic heart, but is more like for product design or jewelry design, something like that. So I'm gonna establish a mirroring. So I need half of the shape. So what I'm gonna do is go here and go to edit mode. And I'm gonna push these faces, all these vertices. So if you select 4 vertices or 4 edges or just the face, you can push it in the middle. Now, how do you push it exactly in the middle? We need to snap. So I'm going to activate the snap, and it's not going to be on the increment but on the grid, so I can push it like this. Now another way I can do this is to cut through. So I'm going to go in edit mode, select the loop cut just right in the middle, but be careful because it's snapped here on the side. So I'm going to go back, Control Z, and I'm going to deactivate the snapping right now, and like this is going to go right in the middle. And if it doesn't, you can always move it and position this right in the middle just by snapping again to the grid. Okay, so you can see it's going exactly there in the middle. So one way or the other, we can use then the symmetry. So I'm just going to go back and just push this in the middle. And now let's go on the right side and activate the modifiers called mirror. So I'm going to search for mirror. It's in the generate section. And there you go. Now, which is the correct mirror axis? The correct mirror axis will be the epsilon. So I'm going to click epsilon. I'm going to deselect X. Now, when you use clipping, the part that is inside is going to be removed. So let's activate the ghosting. So that's the part inside that you can remove with clipping. And also we can merge. Merge means that it's going to take the points nearby and is going to merge it together. So try, well, in this case, we don't have any problem, but in other case, try to put the correct radius. So right now it's like 1 meter maximum, which is the maximum distance for this cube, which is 2 meters cube. So that's 1 meter right there. And so try not to increase this too much. All right, so now that we have this setting, I'm going to deactivate X-ray on the top, and I'm going to add another modifier. So I'm going to go into soft modeling mode by adding the subdivision surface modifier. And you can see that both modifiers are found in the generate section. So the subdivision is right here, subdivision, and then mirror is right here if you want to find them. Be careful also on the sequence. It's better first to mirror and then to do subdivision. And let's increase now the number of subdivision. And this is the result we are getting right now. So from this, we need to define a heart shape. And my suggestion is try to go to the simplistic way before. So try to work with the most simple shape and then increase the number of complexity. So I would select this edge and this edge, and I would push things up like this. So you can see, we can start to see some kind of a heart shape. And then I can take this one and maybe make it a little bit smaller. And for this, I need to deselect again or deactivate the snap because I need to be more free working with this shape. So I'm gonna make these flats, and there you go, starting to see something. And then it's a matter of how you manage these few lines. So how you want the art to be shaped. So it's just a matter of your design, what you want your design to be. And just if you need like to add more details, because you can see we are defining kind of a curve here. So maybe if we need more, we need to add an edge loop right here. So I'm going to choose loop cut. I'm going to cut right in the middle, and you can see it gets more squared. So every time you add some subdivisions, and be careful they don't go here on the side, they're supposed to be in the middle again, so it's probably snapping. But you can see every time I add one, that's going to make things more and more squared. So be careful on that. So I don't want to make it too square. I want to add a loop cut right here, and then select this edge and push it a little bit forward like this. And now I can, rearrange. Again, it's just a matter of, well, how do you want your arch to be shaped? Also, you can put an image there if you want to have some reference and you want to get like the exact shape you're looking for. And you can see everything gets merged in the middle thanks to the geometry. And you can see this is one way we can do it. Now, if you want more flats on one side or less flat, that's just a matter of the distance of these faces. So if I push those, you can see it's getting more and more rounded. But if I want it more flat, again, I add a loop cut, and I'm gonna add it on this direction right now. Again, make sure this is deactivated. The snap is deactivated. You don't want to snap. You want to go right there. You can see the more I add subdivisions there, the more it's gonna get flats on one side and more rounded on the other side. So it could be like a chocolate box, could become anything you want it to be. So it could be using product design, jewelry, and whatever. Now what I'm seeing here is like kind of a cut, and this can be maybe an effect due to the mirroring. So what I would do here to try to fix this is to remove here using the face selection, and here I have this like two faces in the middle that should disappear when you do clipping, but let's clip them, like let's remove them with the X key or the delete key. Let's remove those faces. Well, yeah, it's a pretty different result in this case. So no, we don't want that. So okay, we have other faces right here because we added more subdivisions. So I'm gonna remove those together. And well, this is tending to do this curve right now because we don't have anything here to make it sharper. So let's try to go back, loop cut, and try to add another cut here. So you can see again, we're starting to get that arch shape. And what I can do here is to slide the edge with the edge slide. So I'm gonna push it in the middle, you see here, until I get something that I like more in terms of being an art shape, and this looks better. Or like in extreme cases, we need to get rid of the the mirroring right there. So we have the merge, which is fine. Oh, maybe we can decrease the merge a little bit and looks better. Well, depending on how you want this also, part where they get together, you can change the way. And also I think it's due to the smoothing. So you can arrange the smoothing here. So maybe if we increase the smooth effect, it gets smoother and smoother. And let's also apply the mirror. And let's see in edit mode. Okay, now that we apply the mirror, we can work with these edges, and we can try to merge them together more to see what's gonna happen. There you go. So these like middle ones can affect the way you will visualize the tool. So let's right click and merge the vertices by distance. And that's the distance right here. So the more we increase, the more we merge together. So we don't want to merge them too much. Just, find the way that you think it's good for your design. So it could be one single line, could be something, more unite or less. Okay, so need to work a little bit here and find the correct balance for this. But that's the R shape right now. It's just a matter of adjustments. So this will be all for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please subscribe to the channel and stay updated. If you want to support us, please join the channel as a supporter. I'm just changing the color here just to have a nice red. And join the channel to support us and check out other video courses and video guides. So thanks again for watching, and see you in the next.